Hey y'all, this is Carly and I'm back with another haul video. So this is still the same day, still don't have my tripod back yet, so I'm just kind of working with what I have while I'm trying to get through as many videos as possible today. So what you have in front of you is my very first order from Starry Skies Wax. The owner's name is Lorena Ramos, and the reason that I had to get in on this restock when she had all of these scent shots was that it was featuring kind of a Gilmore Girls collection of scents, and I just finished watching that show. I absolutely loved it. I started it probably in January and then was watching it for the last 6 or 7 months and really enjoyed it. So I had to jump in on this order to get the Gilmore Girls scents, and also because most if not all of those scents were fall themed. So I did grab, I believe, all of the Gilmore Girls scents that she had. There may have been one or two that weren't fall that I didn't get, but I think I got most of them. And then I also grabbed a few other nighttime blends and a few other fall blends that were not Gilmore Girls themed. So, I kind of went crazy with this first order a little bit. You have 24 scent shots in front of you. I believe that 3 of those were samples, but the rest of them I did order. But to me, this is just a really affordable way to try a bunch of different scents. Her scent shot cups are only $1.25 a piece for these, I believe, 1.5 ounce cups. So I usually cut these in half and put them in my living room, or occasionally use the entire thing in my candelier in the bedroom. But it's just a really nice way to get a large variety of scents. And I had heard really great things about this vendor, so I had to jump in on it. Typically, I'm drawn to kind of chunks or really pretty shapes and things like that. I've kind of moved away from scent shots a little bit just because I don't reach for them as often and they're a little bit harder to store. But that's kind of a stupid reason, in my opinion, not to try a new vendor. If their wax is great, if they have great blends, if it throws well, that's all that really matters. So, I did decide to finally participate in a restock. So I will go ahead and get started, starting with the samples that I got. Now, I'm not 110% sure that all 3 of these were samples, but I'm about 99% sure because I don't remember ordering these, but I have had this order for about a week and a half or 2 weeks now, so I don't 100% remember. But this first one is Lily Pad, and I know I didn't order this one. So this one is blueberry cobbler, key lime pie, and marshmallow. I'll kind of show you this one. I'm probably not going to with all of them because they're just your basic scent shot. I think this one has kind of a little bit of glitter on there, but this one is really nice. I'm really glad that she sent this one to me. I'm not sure if this was offered during the restock where I placed an order, but if it was, the only reason that I can think that I wouldn't have grabbed it is just because it's not really a fall scent, and that's what I was kind of trying to focus in on. But I get the key lime pie the most, and it's a really nice, sweet, creamy key lime pie. I get the marshmallow. I'm not really getting blueberry cobbler on cold, but I do definitely get a creamy key lime pie and that marshmallow. Those are scents that I love. I'll definitely save this one for spring or for next summer, and that will be perfect to melt at that time. And I don't think this was offered at the last restock. It says this was poured in March. So I think these were just some extras maybe that she was trying to clear out, which is awesome. And I really appreciate it. This next one is in the scent Barbershop. Yeah, and this one's from February. And this one, again, just basic scent shot. This is really nice. I've never tried the Barbershop scent by itself, or like, I'm thinking that's what it is. It's just that barbershop oil. It could be a blend. I could be wrong, but this is just that really nice kind of shaving cream, manly, I don't know, just kind of that fresh, clean, manly barbershop scent that I'm sure most of you have tried. I've never had it by itself. It smells pretty much exactly how I thought it would, and I'm really excited to melt that one. And then the last one that I got as a sample poured in April, this one is Andrea. This is raspberry guava, cotton candy, and tea and cakes. And this one I will show you has a little bit of glitter on there, so that's cute. This one is good. It's not super strong on cold. I'm trying to pop it out back here so I can smell the bottom. Oh, it's a lot stronger on the bottom. I definitely get the raspberry guava, and it does smell different from strawberry raspberry guava, which I think is just one oil that a lot of people use. This is a little bit deeper and darker than that to me. And then I definitely do also get that bakery tea and cakes. So this one's good. I'm excited about that one. Again, not something that I probably would have ordered myself or gravitated towards, but I am very glad to have it, to try it out, and I'm very appreciative. I always love samples. So now I'll get into these next two are kind of just one-off scents. They're not necessarily fall or nighttime. They just sounded good, so I grabbed them. This first one is Leia. This is blueberry cobbler and zucchini bread, which I guess is kind of fall, but yeah, I would say this is pretty fall because it's not too bright and fruity of a blueberry. It's definitely more of a bakery with that blueberry note, and this one does not want to pop out, so I'm not going to just so I don't break the cup or anything. But this is kind of a deeper, more bakery scent with just a hint of a really bakery blueberry, almost like a blueberry muffin or something. So that one's really nice, and I would consider this to be almost a fall blend. Like, I would melt this in the fall, and it wouldn't be too fruity and bright of a blueberry scent, if that makes sense. And then the last one that I got that's kind of just a one-off scent, but also kind of fall, is Opie. And this one is American Cream and Toasted Marshmallow. And this one, again, has just a little sprinkle of glitter. Now, I'm usually not a huge fan of Lush dupes. That American Cream, I believe, is a Lush dupe. But this one's really good. It's just really sweet and creamy. I definitely get the toasted marshmallow. It's just the tiniest hint perfumey almost from that American Cream that has just a little bit of a perfumey nature to it to me, but it's good. It's really good with that marshmallow. That really creams it out, and I'm excited to melt this one. I think that would be a really nice nighttime blend. It's almost like reminiscent of Vanilla Lace to me a little bit. So anyways, those are the samples and the kind of one-off scents. This next row is what I would consider to be bedtime blends, and you can see they are all appropriately pink for the minty and pink sugar and that type of scent. So I will dive in over here. This first one is Alice. This is pink sugar, peppermint, and birthday cake. So again, some of these are kind of basic nighttime blends, but ones that, even though they sound basic, I don't necessarily have them, or I don't have very much of them, and I love melting this kind of scent at night. And this one is really, really good. I get the peppermint and I get the pink sugar right off the bat. Again, I'm trying to pop this out and smell it. Yeah, I get the peppermint the most, smelling the bottom, with a little bit of pink sugar. I'm really not getting any birthday cake right off the bat on cold. That may come out when it's warmed. If it doesn't, that would be fine. I love a good pink sugar and peppermint scent. But this one, when you smell the bottom, it's pretty strong in the peppermint. You get a little bit of that pink sugar, and I'm not really getting any birthday cake on cold. This next one is Sweet Dreams. This is peppermint, lavender, and vanilla bean Noel. Again, just kind of a classic nighttime blend. And this one is super cute with 3 little hearts on top. And this one, again, I keep trying to smell these on top just to see if I can smell it. But this one's in there pretty good too. This one isn't wanting to come out. So just smelling the top, it's pretty light. It's just kind of a really sweet, I don't know, just a sweet peppermint, lavender, vanilla bean Noel blend. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's pretty light, but I'm only smelling the top of it. So I'm sure that it would be a lot stronger if I could smell the bottom, but it's in there really good. And again, I don't want to like crack the cup trying to get it out before I'm ready to use it. This next one is Candy Cane Lane. This is candy cane, marshmallow, and pink sugar. Oh, and this one smells really good. You can tell that this is distinctly candy cane because it's a really sweet peppermint. Really sweet peppermint. I definitely get the marshmallow and the pink sugar. Just sweet, creamy, a little bit warm and inviting from that pink sugar, which is kind of how I always think of pink sugar. But I'm excited to melt that one. Out of all of the nighttime blends, that one's probably my favorite. This next one is Sweet Mint, Lavender Vanilla, Peppermint, and Cotton Candy. So all of these are just kind of variations on that pink sugar, peppermint, and lavender type theme. This one's really light again, but again, it does not want to come out. Gosh, I don't know. Unfortunately, I really don't know what to say about this one on cold, except for that it's super duper light. I'm not really smelling it that well on cold, and these scent shots are really, really well in here. A lot of them, which I guess is a good thing. Okay, I think I got it out. I cracked it a little bit on the bottom, but I think I got it out. Okay, there we go. I can smell it much better on the bottom. I definitely get peppermint the most. Then I would say the cotton candy, just that really nice cotton candy sweetness. And a hint of lavender. So that one's actually really nice. See, I'm glad I was able to get that one out for y'all so that you know, like the ones that smell cold, just smelling it on the top, that's definitely not like how they are. If you smell it on the bottom, or probably how it would be if you melted it. But if you can see, I really, like, this was not like this on the bottom. This was just like a normal scent shot on the bottom, but trying to like force it and get it out really like broke it up on the bottom kind of. So that's why I'm kind of trying not to do that with all of these, but that one was so light that I really couldn't smell it otherwise. And then this next one is Son of a Nutcracker. This is Mrs. Claus Cookies and Cotton-Headed Ninny Muggins, which I'm really not sure what that is. But this one's really nice. I get a really sweet sugar cookie scent. And then maybe like a cotton candy or some other type of sweetness. So that one's really nice. And again, will be a really good bedtime blend. So let's see. Now I'll move into the fall scents that are not Gilmore Girls scents. So these 4 are fall scents that are not necessarily Gilmore Girls related, I don't think. So I'll start out with Desi's Brownies. This is chocolate chip brownies and vanilla pumpkin marshmallow. And this one does have some really cute decoration on top. And this one is really good. I definitely get chocolate out of this though, like a chocolate brownie note is what I get right off the bat. So if you are not a chocolate lover, this one may not be for you because I definitely can get a good amount of that chocolate. I don't know, on cold I'm not really getting the vanilla pumpkin marshmallow, but again, this is probably a terrible haul because I can't smell most of these very well on top and they are so well in there that I can't really pop it out without messing up the whole thing. So I apologize about that. I should have probably tested it out a little better before I showed you, but I'm too far in now. This one is Harvest Moon. This is oatmeal cookie with icing, toasted marshmallow, and zucchini bread. This one is really good. I can smell this one really well just on top. I definitely get that oatmeal cookie. It's a little bit spicy. Just a really nice sweet cookie scent. I feel like I really get an icing note, like a nice buttercream icing from this one. This is really good. This is a really nice bakery cookie scent. This is definitely one of my favorites of the bunch. And it's really strong even just on top, so I'm sure that one will be a strong thrower. This next one is Cornucopia. This is pumpkin cupcake, coconut, and cinnamon sugar donuts. Ooh, this one I can smell pretty well on top too. I think any of the ones that have the spice or kind of that bakery in it, you can smell a lot better. And this one is really nice. I definitely get the cinnamon sugar donut the most, I would say. I can get a little bit of kind of a fall pumpkin note. I'm not really getting any of the coconut on cold, which is fine. That may be a scent that's just in there to kind of cream it out a little bit. But that one is really, really good. And then this one is Apple Harvest, which is Macintosh apple and pumpkin zucchini bread. This one has some cute little decoration too. And this is kind of a classic fall blend. This kind of reminds me of like a pumpkin apple butter because it has that pumpkin and the Macintosh apple. It's not too bakery at all on cold. It's just kind of a really fall and a little bit spice scent. So that one's really nice. I would say this one is probably the most just classic fall. I mean, Apple Harvest, you can't get any more fall than that. So this is starting the Gilmore Girls scents. This one isn't necessarily fall, but I had to get just the Gilmore scent, and this is Blue Sugar and Clean Cotton. I have been loving Blue Sugar lately, and I've also been enjoying laundry scent. So there is some glitter on top, and there's also kind of a little glitter bomb there on the bottom for when you melt it. And this one is strong. I get the cotton the most. And it's just a really classic kind of cotton scent. I don't get a ton of the blue sugar, but there definitely is a little bit of kind of a masculine note to it. But I would say I'm getting the cotton by far the most on Cold with that one. This one I'll probably save for spring. I think that this one would be really nice for spring cleaning maybe. And then this is moving into kind of the more fall Gilmore Girls scents. This first one is Michelle. This is Leaves, Macintosh Apple, and Toasted Marshmallow. Oh, and this one is so good. This is one of my favorites for sure from the Gilmore Girls scents. Oh, you just get such a nice, that fall leaf scent. I don't think this is the Leaves, like, Bath and Body Works dupe, or it's not necessarily actually leaf smelling, because this does smell a little bit earthy to me. I could be wrong, but it smells like an earthy true leaf scent with that MAC apple. It's really, really good. I'm just so excited for fall. I'm so excited to start melting these. The next one is Mrs. Kim. This is pink sugar, salted caramel, and zucchini bread. Oh, and this one is so good too. I get the salted caramel the most. It is a little bit bakery from that zucchini bread. I'm not really getting pink sugar on Cold, just smelling the top of it. I'm really getting kind of a bakery caramel scent. But that one is really good. I need to stop saying they're really good because they're all really good. But I'm excited to melt these and see how I like this vendor. This one is Al's Pancake World. This is peach and pumpkin pecan waffles. I'm not, like most people, usually the biggest fan of peach, but this was a fall scent, and it was a Gilmore Girls scent, so I had to grab it. And it's actually good. I get the pumpkin pecan waffles the most. And then there's just maybe a little bit of a fruity scent, but it's not really distinctive, you know, whether it's peach or mango. It's just kind of that type of scent with pumpkin pecan waffles. So I think I'll like that one. I think it'll be good. There's definitely not a weird note or anything about it at all. So I'm excited to melt that one. I think that'll be really good, especially in the kitchen maybe. This next one is Dozie's Market. This is sugar cookies, candy canes, marshmallows, and sugar milk. So this one I would consider to be a bedtime blend, but I put it back there with the Gilmore Girls scent since that's what it kind of went with. But this is a really nice bedtime blend. I get the sugar cookie right off the bat. You definitely do get a little bit of a sweet, sweet mint scent. This is really, really good. I get the sugar cookie. It's a really sweet, almost like a buttermint type mint scent. I'm not really getting too much sugar milk on Cold, just smelling the top of it, but this is another favorite nighttime blend, definitely, from this order. The next one is High Tea with Emily. This is pumpkin cupcake tea and cakes. And this one is so good. This is a nice classic tea and cake scent, which is like the cake. And I think it usually has a hint of orange and then that black tea. So you definitely get that with just a little bit of pumpkin just to kind of kick it up a notch and make it into a fall scent. I really, really like that one. It's not kind of the basic tea and cakes that I've kind of gotten tired of. With that pumpkin, it really makes it something different and special, so I really like that one. This next one is Kirk. This is cinnamon pumpkin bread, birthday cake, toasted marshmallow, and vanilla smoothie. And this one is really good. It's really spicy on Cold, and it looks like this one will actually let me pop it out. So let me try to do that and give you a better idea. Yeah, this one definitely has some spice to it. I'm almost getting like a gingerbread, which I guess is that cinnamon pumpkin bread, really, that I'm smelling. But you do also get, you know, some sweetness and some creaminess from like that marshmallow and the vanilla smoothie. I really like this one. I think this will be amazing melting. It's not too spicy, but it's spicier than I would have expected given the scent notes, but it's almost, that cinnamon pumpkin bread almost reminds me of a gingerbread, so really nice. The next one is Max Medina. This one is peach, Dutch apple crunch, and vanilla smoothie. So again, with the peach, I wasn't 100% sure about this one. You can see it has some little hearts on there. This one is actually good, though. It's definitely not one of my favorites from the order. I don't know. It's just kind of... this one is a bakery peach and apple. It smells like kind of peach and apple pie, kind of. I don't know. I'll definitely melt this. It's not one of my favorites from the order, and it's definitely not one of the most kind of specifically fall scents from the order. But again, it was a Gilmore Girls scent, so I had to grab it. But I think that one will be good. We'll have to see. Next to the last one is Digger. I'm not sure why this one is wonky like that. Okay, this one is Leaves, Cider Lane, and Toasted Marshmallow. And this was one of the ones that I was most excited for because, I mean, come on. Leaves, Cider Lane, and Toasted Marshmallow. Again, classic fall. And this one is so good. It has that kind of woodsy leaves note. You definitely get the sweet Cider Lane. Oh, this is so good. And that Cider Lane has, I think it's like a caramel apple type scent. So you get like that caramel from the caramel apple. This one is so, so very good. Try to get that one back in there. And then the very last one is Maury. This one is apple pie, buttercream frosting, and caramel pumpkin swirl. And this one is nice. I actually 100% get the buttercream frosting the most when I'm sniffing this one, which is kind of odd, but I really like it. I love scents that have buttercream frosting, and you can actually smell it in there. I really like this one. That's almost all I get, honestly. I'm getting a lot of buttercream frosting. And then it's just kind of a fall buttercream frosting, but I'm actually excited to melt that, though. I love frosting scents. I melted one last night from Villainous Wax, I believe, that was like, or it's what it smelled like to me, but like candy corn and buttercream frosting kind of, and it was really, really good. Okay, so that concludes my first order from Starry Skies Wax. Like I said, very first order. I've never melted any of her stuff before, but I have heard really great things from some veteran waxies and veteran YouTubers, so I'm really excited to melt some of this and start trying out her stuff. All of this was poured, with the exception of the samples, like mid-July, I think. So this should be cured and ready to go whenever I'm ready to melt it, since we're already sitting here at the end of August. So I will definitely be giving some of this a try soon, and you will see it in some of my melted videos. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to comment, question, suggest, any of that down below. I would love to talk to you down in the comments, and you will see me again, hopefully in another video very soon. So have a fabulous day. Thanks, guys. Bye.